If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
24.
You know who's funny? That's Kobe
Kobe's
Bryant.
number, yeah.
Did you go to college? If so, what did you study?
I realized I didn't want to get a 4-year degree and then go work for someone.
Where are you from?
So I was born in Los Angeles, but I only lived there for
Cali
a couple.
boy.
Yes.
How do you manage your days, especially being so hectic?
You have to be organized, especially in this business, otherwise you'll go crazy. Definitely starting off in real estate, it was very confusing. Figure out what you're good at and then just go after it. Give it 110% and just know that you're still young. So if it doesn't work out, you still have some time. If you're tired of starting over, then you have to stop quitting.
So today I'm sitting with one of the top real estate agents in the country, and I have numbers to back it up. He has hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of views, millions of likes, millions of retweets, and most importantly, millions of dollars in real estate sold. He is a top producing real estate agent in the area who has helped celebrities, NBA players, NFL players, and most importantly, many of you guys may recognize him from the famous house tours on Twitter and Instagram. In fact, there's a lot of people who are on Twitter, who follow you, on Instagram, who follow you, who know about his tours and never thought of Texas and decided now that they want to move here, all because of your inspirational videos that you put out there. Guys, without further ado, we have with us right now, Ben Wegmann. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
I appreciate your time. To get him with us today was tough because you got a schedule that's all over, but we were able to make it happen, and there's so many people out there who want to know more about you. Actually, Ben, about a week ago, is that not like a song, About a Week Ago?
About a week ago.
About a week ago, he put a post on Twitter, a Q&A segment, asking everybody who follows him to ask him questions, and you got a ton of questions. We had to hand pick those questions because there was just way too many, and on this paper right here, I got 10 questions that I'm going to be asking Ben that came directly from you guys. So that's exactly what we are about to hop in right now. Are you hyped up and excited?
I'm hyped up. Let's do it, man.
All right, we're about to get right into it. We're going to go into the Twitter Q&A segment, and then right after that, I'm going to go into interviewing him with my personal questions. And you guys know when I ask those questions, it gets real detailed. So we'll get into that to the next step. Before right now, we're going straight into the Twitter Q&As. And also don't forget, every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. we upload real estate videos, so hit that subscribe button. And if Ben or I gave you any value, hit that like button so we stay motivated to post more content. Let's get into it. We got to get a little bit comfortable right now. Question number 1.
Yes, sir.
Did you go to college? If so, what did you study?
Yeah, I went to UT Dallas for a couple of years and I studied business administration.
Really?
Never finished though.
So you went to college a
Right.
couple years, and then you just didn't end up finishing it. Is it a reason you didn't finish it?
Yeah, it's because I got into real estate. While I was in college, it wasn't going the way that I wanted. I realized I didn't want to get a 4-year degree and then go work for someone.
Yeah.
And real estate had always been in the back of my mind, so it was like, you know what, I'm going to try this out, I'm going to go for it, and we're going to see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
Question number 1, did you go to college? That's your answer right there. Question number 2, can we get a house tour of your home?
Absolutely.
By the way, congratulations on
Thank
your
you,
home.
sir.
That's awesome.
Yes, y'all will get a house tour. I just need to fully furnish my home first because I want it to look nice, obviously.
Ben, you can't go give house tours and not of yours.
I know, man. I need to furnish my place though. Furniture is expensive.
What percentage are we at right now?
We're 50%. I just finished the
nice.
first level. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we're close.
He's almost at 50%, guys. Just be a little bit more patient on it. All right, the third question. What is your main goal to accomplish being a realtor?
I guess really just to build a successful business and team where people know that they can go to and they can trust that their time and money will be well taken care of.
Got it. So that's basically just making it successful and
Absolutely.
having a solid team with
Right.
you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, question number 4. Is Texas the worst state to be in during the summer? Whew, we got to know who asked that.
Man, it's pretty bad. But I feel like in Phoenix, Arizona, doesn't it get up
Yeah.
to like 120 or, maybe that's exaggerating.
But you're always suited though, right? Majority of the time?
We both are, man. Yeah.
So it's hot.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's hot, yes, but it could be worse.
Okay, so it's not the worst state to be in.
It's not the worst, no.
Cool. Question number 5.
Yes.
This is, honestly, I like this one. I want to see your answer for
yeah.
it. Are you money motivated?
I used to be, and now it's more along the lines of, just being happy and having my peace of mind. A question a lot of people like to ask is, would you rather be crying in a Toyota or crying in a Rolls Royce? I'd rather not be crying at all. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, I just want to be happy.
That is impressive.
That's my biggest thing.
So it's not, money was the motivator, now it's being happy.
Yes, I mean, money's great. Obviously, you need money to pay the bills and everything. But for me, it doesn't matter if you're not happy. You can have all the money in the world, but if you're not happy, what's the point?
I love it, guys. Chase happiness, not the money.
Absolutely.
All right. Question number 6. How did you get into high-end real estate? What tips do you have for someone interested in getting their real estate license? So they kind of switched in 2 questions.
Yeah.
How did you get into high-end real estate, and then what tips do you have for real estate agent license?
So real estate, I mean, it's truly a business where you have to start from the ground up. My first year, I literally did all leases. And then the next year, I converted those people who had leased into buyers. And then it just kind of stacks up on top of that. So it's a process. It takes time.
People say leases don't pay too much. So, were you focused on the money at that point, or just building your business?
Obviously, they don't pay as much as a sale. But I mean, at the same time, some money is better than no money. And,
nice.
You got to make some money. So
100%.
I just took what I could get.
So what do you have? What kind of tips do you have for someone interested in getting their license?
I mean, if you want to do it, then go for it. There's a really good online school. It's called Champions. It's probably the best in Texas. So that's what I would recommend, is going through Champions. You can do it online or in class, whatever is easiest for you.
You got it.
Yeah.
Question number.
And that's not a plug either. I honestly mean
it's
that.
not
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Champions is about to see us get happy.
They should pay me.
Question number 7. What factors separate a top performing realtor and an average one?
Really, I guess it's just the consistency. It's letting people know every single day, hey, I'm a realtor, this is what I do, I'm here to help you. You just got to be on top of it. You have to let people know every single day, I'm here to help you, and this is how I get paid. So
you've been in the industry for a while now. You've seen people who are top producing, and you've seen people who are not producing.
Right.
So you're just saying it's the ones who produce the most keep getting themselves out.
Yeah, they're getting their name out there, and they're kind of savvy with how they do it. Getting their name out there.
I think we're on question number 8 or 9, but I have them here, so hopefully we don't get it mixed up. But this question is time management tips. What keeps you going? How do you manage your days, especially being so hectic?
Man, it's tough as a realtor because no one day is the same. One day you're laying in bed all day. Not really, but...
No, that's actually pretty true.
Kind of. So one day, essentially, you're not really doing much, and then the next day you have like 20 showings. I guess really time management, it's the most important thing I would say is not spending your time on things that aren't giving you value. A real estate way of saying that, it would be like showing people homes that haven't already been pre-approved because,
You're wasting time on that.
Exactly, yeah. So try and, not do as many things that waste time.
Kind of pre-qualify before you go out there.
Exactly.
Do you open your calendar and save your stuff in there? Do you put in your notes?
You have to be organized, especially in this business. Otherwise, you'll go crazy. So
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Question number 9 or 10. No, actually, this is 9.
Cool.
We're going to stick with number 9, all right?
Let's do it.
What's the best path to take on starting your career after getting your realtor license? So you just got your license. What kind of path do you take after you get that?
Kind of like I said, you have to start from the ground up. So what I would recommend is maybe going and touring some apartment complexes and, just getting it out on social media. Finding out what you're good at. If you're good at cold calling, focus mainly on cold calling. If you're good at door knocking, do that. Find what you're good at and then, just give it everything you have.
I love it. So know the strength you have when you get that license and just pound onto it.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Last question from the Twitter segment, number 10. Any tips for an agent in their first couple of months? Any tips for an agent? They're in the first couple of months, they're struggling, they're stressing, they don't know what's going on. What's your tip?
Again, it's just lock in on what you're good at. Focus on your strengths. Like I said, if you're a good cold caller, be on the phone all day long. For me, it was social media. I kind of figured out a way to build my business off of social media, so I was really heavy on social media. So
they're struggling right now. So you're telling them to find what it is that they like,
and then
just go
give
on
it 110%. Just do that.
But
every single day.
But if it's 5 p.m., they can go home.
No, absolutely not. No, you got to go hard. You have to know that in this business you're gonna make some sacrifices, and I would hope that if you're not in a good place, you would be down to sacrifice your time to
Definitely
get you to the place where you want to be.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we just finished up the 10 questions from the Twitter segment of the Q&A. Thank you all so much for giving Ben those questions. He got so many. There's a ton that we didn't answer, by the way, and there's too many to get to.
That's all right.
But we'll get to them.
Yes.
And I want to also leave you guys off with, before we get into the next phase, is that as you're into real estate or as you're into any business out there, you have to understand that the sacrifices is stuff that has to be done. And if you're trying to win at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you put yourself out there to win. 5 p.m. doesn't mean you go home. 5 p.m. means you stay in and you keep grinding and you keep pushing until it is that end of the day that you feel like I need to go home and sleep and get to the next. Ben, I had to say that, man. Too many people out there want to succeed, but they don't do it.
It's the truth.
You
Well
know?
said.
So that's really what it is. Now we're about to get into the actual interview part. We finished the questions. Now it's time to get into that Ben brain right there. Into that fresh fade right there and see what he's cooking in there. Guys, we're about to get real detailed, so stick around. All right, guys, so we just finished up right now the 10 questions that you guys asked from Twitter, and we are now diving right into the interview aspect where I'm going to be asking Ben some serious, detailed questions, getting into that faded brain right there. You just got faded, right?
I did.
Getting into that faded brain right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about his background, the fame, low moments, and motivation. I got it all structured and organized right here, and we're starting off with the background. And the first question is, take us back to the high school days. I'm talking 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade. What were you up to?
I was having a good time with friends, but at the same time, I was hustling. I was trying to make some money. Yeah.
Was a good time? What do you think the good time was affecting the money part?
Yes, but I feel like, when you're super young and you're still figuring everything out, you want to have your fun. And yeah.
Some people are like so strict on like, oh no, you got to grind. So,
right.
So you had that fun time in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
and I
cool.
still do. It's just I was a little crazy back then, and now I'm a little more mellow. So yeah.
You're more just smooth right now.
More
I got
smooth,
you.
yeah.
Where are you from?
So I was born in Los Angeles, but I only lived there for
Cali
a couple.
boy.
Yes. But
All right.
Yeah, I only lived there for a couple of years, so I hardly ever remember it. But I grew up in Plano for most of my life.
And Plano was just your spot after that.
Right.
You ever visit Cali?
Yeah, we've been back a few times. It's always a good time.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
How many brothers and sisters do you got?
I'm an only child.
Only child.
Only child.
You looked over there because you're trying to get a message to them.
I know, yes.
That's pretty tough, though. What do you
Just
think
me.
of that?
I enjoyed it. I personally felt like it made me a really independent person. It was always just kind of me doing my thing. I was always playing by myself.
Really?
Yeah.
At times I think I'm sure it's tough at times. I'm sure it has its positives, its negatives,
Right.
but overall you think it was just a positive thing for you?
Yeah, definitely.
It made you focus more on yourself?
Right. It made me the person I am today.
That's awesome. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 24.
24.
24.
You know who's
that
20? That's Kobe
Kobe's
Bryant.
number, yeah.
It's Kobe, baby. That's my favorite basketball player. You a basketball fan?
I am, yeah. It's one of the GOATs, man.
Who's your team? It
Mavericks,
has to be
Mavericks, yeah.
That was a good
Support the
save.
home team.
You have to support the home team.
Have to.
What kind of hobbies do you have?
Speaking of basketball, I enjoy playing basketball. I used to play back in high school, and then I just kind of stopped growing. But yeah, in my free time, I like to play basketball.
That's awesome. So when you say stop growing, were you supposed to become like 7 foot?
Man, that would have been cool. Maybe I would be in the league now.
You had goals to go to the NBA?
That was my biggest dream as a kid growing up, was playing in the NBA for sure.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
And what did you find out? You just weren't. You're tall. Right now you're tall.
Yeah, I've always
So that's
been
not that
tall,
effective.
but I mean, everyone just, they're taller people, obviously. I mean, I'm 6'3" in the NBA as a point guard, so.
Which is true, and you got to be fast. Are you quick?
I'm quick, yeah, but not like those guys. Those guys are crazy.
Guys, what we're gonna do, and we're gonna have to see from the people who are watching, is if y'all want to see me cross up Ben.
Oh, boy, I'll dunk on you. I'll dunk on you.
We will literally video this. He's tall. He might be able to dunk, but we'll literally video this. If they want to see it, drop it in the comments.
He's not crossing me over.
We'll have to see. But you can't wear the red bottoms, though, when we're playing. He's got red bottoms on right now, so you can't be wearing those. All right, so your hobby is basketball. Were you always an entrepreneur at your young age? Were you always hustling? Or, you said you were having fun and grinding, but did you always have that entrepreneur mindset?
Yeah, man. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I remember going on vacation with my parents. We would go collect seashells, and then when we would get back to the States, I would sell the seashells back to my parents. So yeah, I've always had the entrepreneurial mind.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So you were always doing something that had to do with making money.
always trying to make money. Absolutely.
That is awesome. Now, what were you doing before you became a realtor? I know you didn't just become 18 and become one. What were you doing before that?
Yeah, it was just being in school, being a student, and just kind of figuring my way through life.
I got it. And then you just transition straight into real estate after that?
Right.
That's awesome. So that's the background of Ben. We wanted to kind of break it down, get his age, get his life, see where he started, how he grew up. So we got that out of you.
Yes.
You held that in pretty long. A lot of people were always wondering.
I know, now it's finally out there.
It's out in this world, right?
Yes.
Now, we finished that part. We're on part number 2, which is the fame aspect. People see the numbers, people see the results, people see the traction that you have, and you're growing rapidly. I'm not talking 2, 3 followers. You're growing by the thousands daily, and everybody sees that. But what they don't see is the behind the scenes aspect. So I wanted to ask you, how long have you been on social media for?
Right. So I've been on social media since the MySpace days.
What did you have? What was your music background?
Man,
You know, it had to have been Lil Wayne.
Oh, bro, Lil Wayne. I was heavy on Lil Wayne.
You always you were?
And rock too. I feel like rock was kind of popular back then.
I got it.
Back in
So
those
you've been
days.
back in those days.
Yeah.
What were you doing, the property tours and such?
Yeah, so when I first got started on Twitter, that's when I started doing the property tours. I've been licensed almost 3 years now. So during that whole span is, when I've been going hard on Twitter.
Got it. And when you first started your social media run, was it the first video you made, people started to share and started to tweet? Or?
Absolutely not. No, I remember back in the day, when I would get like 10 likes on a video, I was like, yes,
Really?
like this is a successful video. And now it's, it's crazy seeing the numbers that they do.
So you have people over there who are getting 4, 5, 6 likes. What advice do you have for them? Because some of them take that as demotivating.
Right.
What do you got for them on that?
Just keep pushing. I once used to get that few likes. And
Yeah, you started off. You didn't start off with 1 million likes, right?
Right. Exactly. I just kept pushing out the content, and it slowly started growing.
So just stay pushing on it. That's what
Absolutely.
it is. Has your life changed ever since those numbers started happening with the following base and the growth and the fame? Has your life changed? Have you seen something significant change in it?
Yeah, I mean, majority of my business is all done through social media. That's where I get most of my leads. So that's definitely life changing. It's helped me to buy a house. I recently just bought a home.
Congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Everybody wants the house tour. We're getting there, right?
You're getting the house tour, yes. As soon as my home is fully furnished, y'all get the home tour.
You got it, okay. So your life, of course, changed after that. Now, if you're walking in the mall, let's say the Galleria Mall or something, or North Park Mall.
Galleria, man, we're at North Park.
North Park, bro.
Galleria is cool, but I like North Park.
He likes North Park.
Yeah.
They didn't sponsor you for that, right?
No, they didn't. They should, though. I want that North Park gold.
All right. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's got the North Park gold. So you're walking in North Park, people coming up to you and seeing you. Is that something, I know it's a positive thing and it feels good, but do you feel like it might come to a level where it just becomes too much, or you're always open for that?
I hope it doesn't get to a point where it's too much. I'm definitely always open for it now. I enjoy meeting everyone and taking pictures with everyone. It's fun.
You guys, everybody heard that right there. If you see Ben walking around, no matter who he's with, they can do it, right?
Absolutely.
They'll come tell you what's up?
Yes.
That's great, guys. I'm getting you guys on the insides of this. Man. So the fame, the lifestyle and such, of course it changed. People start to recognize you more. Business starts to come from it. What's something positive that you see from it and something negative that you see from it?
Positive, definitely the business that I get from it. I think it's really cool that I can put out a home and, 2, 3, 4 people will reach out to me. Hey, I want to see this home. Hopefully you get a solid lead out of that. They actually like the home and they put in an offer. Negative, I would say you just have to really, check what you post. You can't be crazy on social media.
You can't just kind of post what you're thinking.
Exactly, yeah.
Except where?
Except on Snapchat. I'm a little wild on Snapchat
On
sometimes.
Snapchat, guys, if you don't have him added there for real, you have to. Twitter, he's good on there.
Yeah.
He's smooth, but on Snapchat.
Snapchat, I feel like you can wild out a little bit.
Why? Because it's 24 hours?
Yeah. And there's not as many people. And
That's
now,
hilarious. No, you're right.
Yeah, hopefully not a ton of people follow me on Snapchat now.
No, you got people all over.
Yeah.
Now, here's one thing. This is what I personally wanted to ask him. This is, who do you look up to in everything that you're doing right now? Who's the person that inspires you?
Ryan Serhant from $1 Million Listing New York. He's big inspiration. Definitely helped me get into real estate. Just seeing everything that he was doing was very inspirational. He's a killer, man. He goes after it every single day, and super positive person. I mean, yeah.
Ben, right now Ryan's watching.
Yes.
What do you
Hey,
tell
Ryan.
him?
What's up, man? Thank you so much for inspiring me. Yeah, you're the best. You're the GOAT.
When is he going to fly you out so you can go talk to him and interview him and sit with him and all that?
Man.
You got a date for him? He's trying to get you going.
Whenever, man. I'm ready for it. Let's do it, yeah.
That's awesome. All right, guys, so we wrapped up the background for Ben, the fame part for Ben, and now we're going to get to the sad moment.
Sad
where
moment.
we're going to get into the low moments, the moments where it's not always the smiles, the drive-through Chick-fil-A, the
Right.
Starbucks moments.
I like the drive-through
chilling.
Chick-fil-A, man.
You like it?
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to be a franchise owner for?
For sure. I have to own a Chick-fil-A in my life.
I think there's special requirements. I don't think they franchise. I think they have like a special. You got to be so and so.
Whatever it is, we'll
You're
figure
doing
it out. Yeah.
All right. So the low moments. Now, this question is a weird question. Are you always happy? The answer is, of course, you're not always happy.
Right.
But in your moments of trying to always be happy, what kind of advice do you have on that aspect when you're kind of feeling down?
Right. Just try and have a positive outlook on everything. If you think positive thoughts, you're going to be a more positive person. So really, it's just a big mental thing.
Yeah. I love it. So it's a mindset, more of a mindset thing.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, did you ever in your career right now, going through real estate, did you ever feel like quitting? Did you ever have those moments of, man, I just want to quit?
Yeah. Never felt like quitting. It definitely gets hard at times, but it's like we've been saying, you have to keep pushing through it. You have to know that it's going to get better. You have the ups and downs. The downs really suck.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to get through it. You can't quit. There's a quote that I really like. It goes, if you're tired of starting over, then you have to stop quitting. So.
Man, that is so powerful. If you're tired of starting over, then you have to stop quitting.
You have to stop giving up. 100%.
That means you just got to go in that thing and keep pushing it. And even in your low moments, people just see what's on social media.
Right.
If you're sad or you're not feeling right, you're not going to go post it on social media. So for everybody out there, it's such an inspiring thing for you to say that you have those low moments, you have those times where you just feel real down. But the mentality is you never felt like quitting. Right. Because when you feel like quitting, you might be in the wrong place, right?
It's not an option. You can't quit.
Can't quit, guys. It's not an option. That's awesome to hear. Now, have you had a moment in your life where things just don't make sense for you? You kind of feel a little confused?
Definitely starting off in real estate, it was very confusing because there's all these contracts and all these big words.
Yeah.
Contingency, like, what does that mean? Starting off, it's really confusing, but you kind of find your way and it gets better.
So you have those moments, but you just got to keep pushing through them.
Yeah. I feel like whenever you're starting something new, it's going to be confusing at first, and you kind of have to figure your way through it. But it gets better.
I love it.
You get smarter.
What inspires you to keep on pushing through the tough times, through the moments where you're feeling down? What's something that just keeps on getting you through it?
Right. Really, I just don't want to let myself down. I've sacrificed so much. I've sacrificed so much. I can't stop. I can't let myself down. I have to make it happen.
It's a personal thing.
It's a personal thing. Absolutely.
So when you wake up every day and you're out there grinding and hustling, trying to make things happen, it's a personal thing. You just can't see yourself let down because you feel like you're in this position for yourself.
Exactly. 100%. Yeah, you can't let yourself down. You have to keep going. You have to figure it out. You have to make a way if there is no way.
That's powerful. I love it. That is great.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got the background finished, the fame part finished, the low moments finished, and now we got the motivation. Everybody out there wants to be motivated, wants to have that fire built within them, and there is nobody better to get it from than from you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Because they're all over here and they want to see what it is that you got. So I got some questions for you on the motivation aspect to share with these people who are watching the video right now who are not feeling their best right now. You got people who are your age, people who are older than you, people who are younger than you, and they feel like they're behind in life. They feel like they're not at the level that they should be at, and that's just a feeling.
Right.
What kind of advice do you have for them to let them kind of get out of that feeling, to let them not feel that way?
Right. Well, I would say if you feel like you're behind, kind of hard to hear this, but you probably are behind. So use that feeling that you have to, motivate yourself, push harder. Hey, I feel like I'm behind. I see these people doing great things. What can I do in order to catapult me to where I'm able to do great things?
So it's using that fuel of feeling like, hey, I feel like I'm behind.
Yeah, use it as a positive thing. Like, hey, I'm not where I want to be. What do I need to do in order to get to where I want to be? Absolutely.
I love it, man. I love it. Now, you just turned 18 years old. For example, you didn't just turn 18, but you just turned 18 years old. You got scared?
I got scared, man.
You just turned 18 years old.
Yeah.
What's the advice you would give yourself?
I would figure out what I'm good at, like, okay, I'm good at this, I'm not so good at this. Figure out what you're good at and then just go after it. Give it 110%, and just know that you're still young. So if it doesn't work out, you still have some time, and at least you know that you tried this, And yeah, just
I love it. Some people say, I don't know what I'm good at, I don't know what I like, but I think if you do a list of things that you at least are kind of good at, you can kind of start to narrow it down. I really like that. Now, for you, tomorrow you got to wake up. The next day you got to wake up. What motivates you to wake up every single day, back to back to back? What gives you that motivation?
It's a great question. What motivates me to get up every morning is I just want to be a better version of myself. I want to be better today than I was yesterday. And I know I got to go hard because yesterday I went super hard. So yeah, just
you're always trying to one up that day.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm just trying to get better every single day.
You guys heard it straight from Ben Wegmann himself. Ooh. That was some fire. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you, man.
I love it. That was some fire right there. So many people out there were wondering about you. Honestly, they were wondering, because you take the video of the property tours, you put some music there, but they want to know more of you kind of getting in front of the camera.
Right.
And he gave you guys that, and he gave you guys that not a little bit, but a lot, and he also dropped some gems. So thank you so much for being able to basically make this happen. Everybody who's watching this video, remember every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. I upload real estate related content at 6:30 p.m. on the YouTube channel. So hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and most importantly, if you got any value from me or from Ben, hit that like button so we can get motivated to make more content just like this. Then I'm going to give you one thing to leave off everybody with. What is that one thing?
Consistency. Just every single day you got to go hard. Don't give up. You know, wake up with that fire in you. Just know today I'm doing it. I'm going hard every single day. Just it stacks on top of each other. Days turn into weeks. Weeks turn into months. Months turn into years. And before you know it, you've been going hard for 5 years. You're in a great place in your life.
I love it, man. That is
stay
beautiful.
Consistent. Yeah.
Stay consistent. Keep on grinding. Keep on hustling. You heard it from Ben Wegmann himself. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. And right now, we're out.
Peace.